Hello, sports fans. Welcome to episode 15 of Falcons franchise. So last week we had our bye week, and our week 15 loss to the Saints, 30-14, being swept by them this season. So this week against the Ravens, we have several things. We have breakout running back, we have unstoppable force and playing spoiler. So let's start off with the breakout running back, which is Tyler Algier. Coach, our rushing attack was really great. Was great last week, and I think Tyler Algier was a big reason why. I was really impressed with some of the big plays he made, and I'd like to see if we can lead the charge against Baltimore this week. Who knows, if he breaks out, we might have ourselves a franchise running back on our hands. Get Tyler Algier 2+ touchdowns or 100 total rushing/receiving yards. No, I don't know if it's, I think it said rushing or receiving. But if you're wondering, Tyler Algier last week had about 50-ish rushing yards, a little bit over. But he did have, I believe, potentially a career high 2 touchdowns, which is probably why we got that. Unstoppable force. Discuss playing against a top defense, a top NFL offense. Sorry, I was thinking it's going to be a pass rusher, but it's an offense. Coach, you're tasked with facing the Ravens and their high-powered offense. Where does stopping them start? That's a great question. Constant pressure, stuffing the run, or forcing turnovers. I would go turnovers. You have to force turnovers and take the ball away. It either helps to keep points off the board for them, gives your offense a chance to score, or both. When that happens, winning is a lot easier. And force 2+ turnovers and beat the Ravens. And our final activity, or whatever you want to call these, talk to the front office about finishing strong. It's going to be playing spoiler against teams like the Ravens, Cardinals, and Buccaneers, or 3 remaining opponents. Assistant GM, I know the season hasn't exactly gone exactly the way we wanted it to, but it's important to remember that we could still... Oh, sorry. Read it way too slow. Definitely, it's too early to be throwing in the towel. If we're able to go out and show these guys that we can definitely play with the top teams, they'll be even more prepared for it next year. Spoiler alert, beat the Ravens for a significant boost to your roster, and we're also playing with, I believe it's -10 morale after a loss to the Saints. So, let's see, it should be, which is definitely not going to help at all. But, Drake London, real quick, a lot of people playing down morale, as you see. Desmond Ridder, our most significant, our quarterbacks, Marcus Mariota and Desmond Ridder. Desmond Ridder's the starter, all with -4 or -4. Sorry. Drake London also was injured last week, had a tricep strain, but I don't think there should be anyone on our injury report, except for Matt Hennessy. I forgot about him. But Drew Dahlman is our new center in place of Matt Hennessy. And for the Ravens, let's check if they have any significant injuries and go the wrong way. Ravens, they have Marlon Humphrey, Odafe Owe, and Tylan Wallace, all players that they will be without when they play us this week. And Humphrey is a big one. He's one of their top corners, and maybe we'll be able to have some success on the outside. Obviously, they still have Marcus Peters and a great secondary. But scouting college players, so we went through all the positions, but this week we're just going to take a closer look at the quarterback position, which I talk about every time. And so today we're going to do running back. I think we're set with Algier. You don't need an elite running back, but I think this week we're going to go quarterback and wide receiver. So obviously we have Emmett Charles. I've talked about him before. I'm not interested in taking him. He's not even the greatest passer. 23 years old, of Oregon State. But obviously you see that marginal decent speed. I want someone a little bit faster. Just could be good, top 5 projection. I just don't really think he's all that good. I need a quarterback that can run, as we saw last week when I ran the ball 8 times for 88 yards with Desmond Ridder. Damian Purnell, an improviser, is 21, so a little younger. Seems to be a much better passer, but he's got a long, elongated throwing motion, and also not a very good, got a noodle arm, solid to good throw power. But otherwise, he seems okay. The quarterback I have my eye on, I talk about every time, Will Donaldson. So Will Donaldson, 6'1", 225, 23 years old, out of Princeton. He is a good runner, also pretty good passer, B, medium and short, A, deep, and throw under pressure. Physicals, great to throw power, solid to good speed. I'll take that. And then he seems just like, overall, he seems like the quarterback of the future for us. I've also just been thinking about Jamal Starks because I like to run the ball with the quarterbacks and scramble. But Jamal Starks, 5'11", not necessarily the passer. He is also another noodle arm, and same speed, I believe. So, the only quarterback I really have my eye on is Will Donaldson. Now, wide receivers, I'm looking for like a playmaker. Ideally, someone who's like a slot guy and smaller that I could potentially even move to running back and sort of play the Cordell Patterson role. If I can't find that, I might trade for someone like a Kadarius Toney or a Wan'Dale Robinson. Being a Giant fan, those are the two names that pop into my head the quickest. But we've got several 1 to 2 round receivers. We'll take a look at all 5 of those today. We've got Solomon Franklin. He's a deep threat, small deep threat, 5'11". He's a very good fit for the Packers, over there twice. He seems like he could be okay. Obviously, jumping when a deep threat, you want a pretty good jump, especially if they're a jump ball wide receiver. He doesn't seem to be it because he's small. But he seems to be okay. I mean, the speed isn't the greatest. But otherwise, he seems alright. C catching, obviously not necessarily what you want. You want that to be a little bit higher. He seems like he could be an okay guy. So I want someone like Lance Terrell, a playmaker. But I want to move them to running back, and they'll be the Cordell Patterson slot receiver and third down running back for us, and pass catching back. I just feel like Cordell Patterson's not really the guy I have in my mind long term. I don't know who it is, but I feel like he's just not very effective for us, if that makes any sense. This guy, not very fast, which is something I want. Seems like he could be pretty good. A spin move, so that definitely is going into that playmaker, but I mean, not really any other playmaker roles. A to C stiff arm, that's okay, but when you look C to F juke move and B to D break tackle, it's not necessarily amazing for Lance Terrell. Marcus Foster out of USF, another deep threat, 6 foot 190. A deep route running, C catching, D catching traffic, B to D release. He seems like he's probably the best overall. When just looking at he's probably the best athlete we've taken a look at so far. A spectacular catch. Not a very good route runner over the middle, medium. Not necessarily like the greatest route runner overall, except for deep. He seems okay. Definitely the best athlete we've taken a look at so far. Javion Billups and Bruce Leonard, both physical wide receivers like Drake London. Billups 6'4", 229, so similar build to Drake London. C catching, C deep route running. B to C release, A catching traffic. Another decent athlete, and skill-wise, he's okay. A bunch of ranges, not necessarily looking like he's going to be elite with any of them. And a final guy, Bruce Leonard out of Michigan. C release and deep route, A catching traffic, B catching. 6'5", 223, so he's definitely a physical contested catch guy. He's a pretty good athlete, jumping good, speed good. A to C spectacular catch. Obviously don't know a ton about him, only 50% scouted. But he seems like he could be okay, definitely more of a Drake London contested catch guy, especially at 6'5". And now, I know we checked this last week, but just to see if there's any more stories, we do have some draft stories. Oklahoma star shows out in bowl game, tackles, sacks, turnovers. Middle linebacker Daniel McBride did it all for Oklahoma, impressing scouts in the process. Tyrell Simpson takes home honors as best safety. We actually took a look at him last episode, and I said he looks pretty good, so he could definitely be on our draft board. Free safety Tyrell Simpson struck fear into offenses across the country all year long, so it comes no surprise that he received the award for college football's best safety. Ruddy Hike Edward Otten wins best college football center. Or college center. Every play starts with the center, and when it comes to the 2022 season, voters determined that there was no better than LSU's Edward Otten, and Louisville defense falls apart in bowl game as their defense struggled. Not going to read that whole thing, just we get the gist of it. And quarterback Jimmy Lambert on the bottom there on the reactions took his parents' home renovation as a chance to show off his arm talent, throwing a football through the wall of a plaster. Okay, very, very interesting there. Solomon Franklin, an epic season, setting an all-time record for touchdown throws at LSU, and I'd say he's NFL ready. So, again, cool. Just something to keep an eye on as we go through our draft scouting process. And Cardinals with the best record in the league at 11-3. We are the worst team by 2 games at 2-12. We lost to the Bears. The Vikings also having a bad year, tied with the Texans and Panthers, who we ended up beating one time. The Panthers, that is. In Week 8, that was, for our first win. Weekly strategy this week against the Ravens. So, defending the run is exactly what I want to do, except it's going to be contain the quarterback scramble. So Lamar Jackson, we all know how good he can be. We're going to go half pads. Even though there's no fatigue, just going to go half pads this week. I feel that's probably the right decision to make. Not that there's a right or wrong decision, that's just what I feel like doing. And I just remember Tyler Algier, so we're going to go run inside. So what we're going to do. Just checking our numbers inside and outside. Both pretty good. Actually, not that good. I'm not sure what that means. 30 seconds best or worst, not sure. I would assume it means worst, but let's go run inside. We can always change that. And fatigue-wise, we'll go half pads, and we'll go backups for quarterback, just to make sure Ritter is 100%. Team profiles, 5+ rushing touchdowns will be the goal. I don't know if we'll get it, but maybe. Also, we got to remember Tyler Algier starting training as our 3 focus players: Drake London, Arnold Ebiketie, Kyle Pitts. Simming training, we've got some fatigue from Mariota and Felipe Franks, but -5. Algier with some fatigue. I still don't know why. We went half pads. Some fatigue, so not necessarily what you want to see, but no injuries, thankfully. Lot of defensive fatigue. Dislocated wrist for Burrellford as well. 11 fatigue from Marlon Davidson, Grady Jarrett. Wow. Why is there so much fatigue? Are we on a short week or something? Also, shoulder strain for Isaiah Oliver. I went half pads, right? Didn't I? Upgrades available. Kyle Pitts will be possession. He gets a lot upgraded. Wow. +1 acceleration, catch the traffic, catching, lead block, medium route running, pass block, finesse, run block power, trucking, and +2 spectacular catch and run block finesse. That was a lot upgraded for Kyle Pitts. Yeah, so this week against the Ravens, week 16, a lot of fatigue defensively. So hopefully we're able to get the win and get Tyler Algier. I believe it's going to be star development. So we get the ball to start this game. Justin Tucker kicks it away, and this will be returnable. Tried to reverse the field, obviously not fast enough there. And Desmond Ritter comes off. I accidentally just skipped his stats, sorry about that. But obviously, I'll give you his stats. Not great. Let's start with Tyler Algier. We need 100 rushing/receiving yards. So I would assume that means combined, but I don't want to take any chances. Or 2+ rushing touchdowns. Tried to go stiff arm on Patrick Queen, but for some reason he did not put his arm out. There's Algier's numbers from last week. 14 carries, 57 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 706 yards, 5 touchdowns on his rookie campaign. Let's also go with another run here. Maybe this one is a little bit more successful. I went to the wrong side of that block. Chris Lindstrom did a great job blocking for us there. I just read it incorrectly. And now 3rd and 4. I like Brian Edwards underneath. Underneath here is Edwards. And he is taken down after a gain of 16. Good start there for Desmond Ritter through the air. Oh no, that's probably a pick. Thankfully, throw it a sack. I thought the defender would keep dropping back with us. And now we're going to go back to the run with Tyler Algier. Thankfully, we still have possession of the ball. Oh, why is he unblocked? 92 on the Ravens. Don't know who that is. Unblocked. Wadamezaki is open. Did he get that first down? That's going to be close. 4th and 1. Oh boy, decision time. From the 48, we're going to go for it. Early in the game, got plenty of time to make up for it if we don't get it. We're going to go for it. Oh no, I don't know if we got it. No, we didn't get it! Oh no! Now we give the Ravens excellent starting field position. I still like the call to go for it. So I don't want to have Lamar Jackson run wild here. Huge sack! Stop. Lorenzo Carter stopping Lamar Jackson there. And now, coaching adjustments. So, option defense is going to be conservative, which will be focused on the quarterback option. So Lamar Jackson should not be able to run for a lot of yards, and we will be forced to stop J.K. Dobbins, who will come probably up the middle on most of those plays like that. Which, I mean, I still like it. Big hit, Troy Anderson. And that brings up 3rd and 14. They do say Dobbins is able to get a yard. This time I don't think we got to worry about the option play, but you never know. Lamar Jackson under pressure. Okay, Mike Ford dives at his feet. I didn't know why he did that. I pressed the button to go after him, and apparently he was already running, and then Mike Ford just decided he was just going to roll over. Ravens also going for it early. Intercepted A.J. Terrell on the slant route. Picks it off, and I just ran right through the middle. A lot of traffic there. Each team turning it over, and each team actually starting at their own 48-yard line. So both teams not able to convert on 4th and short. Algier only able to run for 2 yards there. See if we can potentially take a shot down the field here. See if Drake London can get open. If not, Cordell Patterson underneath. Plenty of time. We're just going to step up and run. Finding a rushing lane there. Usually I'm not very good at that. But we're able to pick up some yards there. 3rd and 3 is what it is, though. But I'm in a position where we're going to go for it again. Actually, but... Oh, that is exact. I just thought in my head, don't false start, because I saw the play I wanted. It was like the bootleg there. Tyler Algier, how do you false start? Recent plays, does that count? No. Well, if we call the same play, we should be able to audible into it. No, we can't now. Alright, dang it. Oh, he got bumped. I was looking for Drake London. He got bumped over the middle. And that ends up being incomplete. Bradley Pinion on to punt it away. Hopefully we can pin him deep. And we are able to do that at the 5-yard line. Great punt there, Bradley Pinion. Going to start off with a free safety blitz here. Deion Jones, Grady Jarrett combined to stop him there. So we've been very good defensively so far. Man coverage defensively, don't love this. I am covering a fullback, so I do trust myself covering him. Here's another, it looks like potentially an option play. 3rd and 3, we're going to send some pressure. That is exactly who I'm trying to get over to cover. But I had to come all the way across the field. So, Lamar Jackson completes it for 12 yards, and just a little check down to J.K. Dobbins. Now that was an option play. And now because we put conservative on before, J.K. Dobbins having an unreal season, already over 1,100 yards. But because we put conservative on, Lamar Jackson will now hand that ball off up the middle, where they're only usually getting 3 yards for us right now. Or against us, I should say. And now another good stop by our defense. And do I want to send pressure here on 3rd down? I did originally, but now I do not. 3rd and 7. And they don't snap this as the first quarter comes to a close. We're held scoreless, so are they. Both teams failed to convert on 4th down. But I like the position we're in. Maybe we could play spoiler like we just had a conversation with our general manager about. 3rd and 7. Once again, not going to blitz. Gotta watch Lamar Jackson here. He's so dangerous in these scramble situations. But instead going to find J.K. Dobbins, who can't even get 2 feet down in bounds. And the Ravens will be forced to punt on 4th and 7. Sent a punt block. And Cordell Patterson able to get some space. But I sent a punt block. No one got to him at all. And now, both our drives start very similarly. Turnover and punt. Oh, almost intercepted. Probably should have let him outside there to Cordell Patterson. Working on the rookie Kyle Hamilton. What I really want to do is I want to take a shot down the field, but I don't want to force anything. Oh, that was Cordell Patterson we were running with. I was thinking that's Tyler Algier. Patterson not able to get to that. Hit as we throw. And we'll be forced to punt once again. We're having some unreal offensive possessions. Back-to-back punts at their own 20-yard line, so same as a touchback. Now this is probably a read option. It is. And J.K. Dobbins got a ton of space. Richie Grant, big hit. No fumble. It's going to be hard to get Tyler Algier a lot of rushing yards or 2 touchdowns when they don't score at all. Know exactly what this play is. This is an option, so I'm going to stick out here with Algier. No, it's not an option. Wow, I thought that was. But Troy Anderson there for another big tackle on Gus Edwards this time. Holding him for no gain. Maybe got a yard. Lamar Jackson, I was going to press to go after him, but I just wanted to switch on to a different player. And he's able to scramble for another first down. 51 rushing yards already for the Ravens. Lorenzo Carter, big stop behind the line of scrimmage there. He's been pretty good over the past few weeks. Unfortunately, he's probably not going to be a part of our team next year. As it's going to take a lot of money to keep him in town. Because he is a free agent. And he's got no interest in coming back. Mark Andrews wide open. And there's another Ravens first down. This could definitely be an option play. Prepared to stop it up the middle. That was my gap right there. And I just missed it because I tried to go inside a little bit further. Let's play some man coverage here. Here's an option play. This time, Lamar Jackson going to keep it for the touchdown. Diving over a diving Dean Marlowe. And Lamar Jackson gets the Ravens on the board. I don't know why we crashed down on that play. We should have forced him to give it off inside. But now we find ourselves down 7-0. And I do want to try to run the ball with Algier. Haven't really been able to establish a run. Oh man, there was so much space if we could have got through there. There was so much space. Good blocking, just able to... That guy was able to get off the block there. The Ravens really doing a good job against the run here. Oh, I'm still on recent plays. That's why. I'm thinking, why do we have the same play over and over again? Sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh no, that's underneath. And just batted away. Bad start for us offensively. No points almost at the half. But here is a good kick. D'Angelo Malone and 23. No idea who that is. Good job to make the tackle there. First and 10 for the Ravens. 2:40 left. Gus Edwards taken down for no gain. Let's send a blitz here. Flag is down. Pass is caught. Rashad Bateman there. Let's see what this flag is. Hopefully it's holding or something like that. Ineligible receiver downfield. So we will accept that, obviously. Probably some kind of an RPO. And that brings us down to the 2-minute warning. Down 7-0. Really need to get a stop here. And maybe even try to go put a drive together. Second and 15. Jackson to throw. Casey Hayward, great open field tackle on a much bigger man. Mark Andrews. Gonna play some cover 4 here. Don't love it. Actually, let's get into cover 3. 2-8. Pick it off, pick it off. Intercepted, Casey Hayward, thank you. Now get up and run. Just what we needed, an interception. Casey Hayward provides that. AJ Terrell had 2 last week, already 6 on the year. Casey Hayward with either his first or second, I don't know which. And now 1:31 to go in the first half. We'll just throw that one away. Desmond Ridder has gotten off to a horrible start. 2 of 8 for 29 yards. Here's Drake London underneath. He's wide open. Trucks through Marcus Peters. And we'll go hurry up. Oh, no, don't. Oh, whatever. I was going to try to reflip the play so they would stop going. Oh, man, I tried to throw that timeout. Patterson was wide open. I hit the button to throw it to him. You saw the meter start. And I thought I released it in time. It should have thrown, but apparently not. How are we not fast enough? Let's call another timeout. Just try to get to field goal range. I don't know how we're not faster than some defensive linemen. So I want to get Algier his thing so he can get star development. But I want to try to get into field goal range. So we're not going to run the ball here. And that pass is batted down and incomplete. The Ravens' defensive front is just dominating us right now. And this kick goes out of bounds at the 8-yard line, so bad starting field position for the Ravens. 30 seconds. Probably shouldn't have called that last timeout, just to let it run down to the half. But from their own 8-yard line, intercepted. What? How was that caught? Richie Grant came over the top, had his hand up. I wanted him to go with two hands so we could try to pick that off. So Lamar Jackson just floated that. But now, that's the end of the half anyway, it doesn't really matter. Just some better stats for Rashad Bateman and Lamar Jackson. So now at halftime, down 7-0, ran 21 offensive plays, just a total of, 26 passing yards and 15 rushing yards. Not very good at all. And our game plan is going to continue to be, let's try run outside, maybe that'll work, because running inside surely hasn't. And it's going to continue to be defend the quarterback scramble against Lamar Jackson. And, of course, we got to kick off when we need the ball. So Younghoe Koo sends it away. And into the end zone, it is just a knee taken there by Donovan Peoples-Jones. And Lamar Jackson and the Ravens offense come out to the 25. We're going to send a blitz here on the first play of the second half. Sorry, the first play of the second half, not the first play of the game. How was Deion Jones blocked that well? And Gus Edwards now breaks tackles. Runs through everyone. Gus Edwards is somehow unreal now. So now from their own 36-yard line. And this time only able to run for 2. We have not been able to stop Gus Edwards. We've been able to stop J.K. Dobbins, just not Gus Edwards. Arnold Ebiketie, good stop there. Finally, we were able to stop him for no gain. Third and 8, hopefully we can get a stop here. Wow, under pressure immediately. Rookie Arnold Ebiketie, huge sack. And they're going to be forced to punt on 4th and long. We're going to see if we can get in there and block it. Nope, no block punt, not surprised. Trying to reverse field. Not able to completely reverse it. And now our offense still with a big fat 0 on the board. Hopefully we can get some points here. Ideally one of Algiers' 2 rushing touchdowns. Because obviously we're surely not going to get those rushing yards. Just the Ravens, they must have such great speed defensively. Because we have not been able to do anything. Let's try a counter here, see if we can get him going one way and really go the other. Nope, not really. That works either. 9 carries, 12 yards for Tyler Algier. Not working at all. Pitts on the run. There we go. Huge throw and catch. Ritter to Pitts. I did not think we'd be able to make that throw. Thankfully, we're able to. And now we can go back to running the ball on 1st and 2nd down. And hopefully, Tyler Algier can maybe break free for a big run. Able to get through there. Justin Houston down for the Ravens. Thankfully, it's not Tyler Algier, the player we need to get the goal with. Going to try to run the ball a lot, because I do want to get to star development really badly. I think we should get that first down, and we do, but still, only 26 rushing yards for Tyler Algier. This time, Algier hit in the backfield, able to barely get back to the line of scrimmage. Now, he's not on the field here for this play, because I do want to try to throw the ball. On take, close to the first down, going to be just short. 3rd and inch is going to go for it if we don't get it, as long as we don't lose like 10 yards. And let's go to Tyrell Algier. We have not been able to run the ball effectively. Maybe we can at least run for a few inches here. Nope. Not able to even do that. 4th and 1. Oh boy. See, now here's the situation. I want to run the ball. We can't. We just can't run the ball. See, I just don't trust us to get this. Hopefully we can get this. Just going to take off and run. Thankfully we were able to get it. Staying in bounds is a good run from Desmond Ridder. Did not think he'd be able to stay in bounds there. And now let's see if we can go back to running the ball. I really need to break one of these for a big gain. Or just get in the end zone. Algier, use a stiff arm. There we go, big stiff arm. There's his best run of the day by far. But still short of the goal line. The good thing is we're not out of this game. A touchdown, we're right back to a tie ball game. What is our offensive line? Are they that good, or is our offensive line not doing anything? See if we can toss it to the outside. I don't know why I shouldn't have gone goal line here. Flag is down. Please be face mask or something. Please be face mask. And it's holding. On Caleb McGarry. They accepted the penalty, so now that'll bring it to 2nd and goal from the 16. Now we got some more space to work with. Maybe Tyrell Algier can have some success from 16 yards out. And we've got some space to run. Not really. So we've got 6. Now we do have to get into the end zone here. Kyle Pitts. Oh, thank God. Oh boy, thankfully he's able to get into the end zone. I did not know if he got that. I was afraid it was going to get picked. I was afraid he didn't get it. Thankfully, he's able to avoid all confusion. Uh-oh, did I just miss that? Get in. Alright, thank you. But yeah, that was not a good drive. Like, a good drive because we scored, but not happy with that at all. And of course, we're not able to get Tyrell Algier close to star development. I mean, he's at, what, 30-something rushing yards? Here's a touchback. And we're going to start off with the blitz. Oh, man, I was right there. Mark Andrews breaking tackles. And that should be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And it is. 2nd and 5 for the Ravens. Deion Jones. Oh, thank you. He is able to bring him down. Now 3rd and 5 after the run for no gain. I don't know what I was doing there. I went straight towards the end zone. That was my fault. I switched on trying to break it up. Gus Edwards, nowhere to run. Maybe gets a yard. 2nd and 9. Looks like a pass play, but you never know. It is a pass play. It's a screen. And thankfully, Casey Hayward able to get a big tackle in the open field, preventing an even bigger gain, but still, not ideal. Here is that Devin Duvernay. No, that's Donovan Peoples-Jones. Sorry, I thought I saw 16. Come on, we need the ball back so we can go put together a 99 or a long drive and pound the ball with Tyrell Algier so we can get some star development. I really would like him to be our franchise running back, and obviously getting him to star is just one step closer to getting him to X Factor. Dean Marlowe tried to put a big hit there, as why can we not do what they are doing? Why can they run the ball at will, and we cannot do anything? .423 left. Deion Jones, please tackle him. Thank you. I've not seen a lot of J.K. Dobbins after their first few drives. There is a big tackle by A.J. Terrell, but they are able to move the sticks for a Ravens first down. This is a very long drive for the Ravens. Not necessarily, it feels long. Tackle Lamar Jackson, thank you. Lamar Jackson did have the touchdown run that hurt us quite a bit. So we got a spy here. Deion Jones, big hit, thank you. Deion Jones was not going to be able to get through that. Deion Jones was not going to be able to continue to make that tackle alone. So I believe that was Eric Harris, but I'm very glad he came to put that hit on. Richie Grant, huge open field tackle on Mark Andrews. Timeout. Saving us some time. They better not go for this. Alright, they're lining up to kick a field goal. Can we block this field goal? Not able to block the field goal, but now we need to put together a drive to get us some 3 points. 3, that's all we need. Alright, so before the 2-minute warning, we are going to run the ball. Hopefully Algier is in here. He is not. And our play art looks amazing. Alright, I'm just going to go... And we false started. I tried to get to a run the first time. I pressed the wrong button. Now false start. Now maybe we can get to Tyrell Algier. Who knows? Maybe we can just get a 80-yard rushing touchdown. Let's go just a simple run with Tyrell Algier. And the flag's down, probably holding. It is holding. We are not doing ourselves any favors on a potential game-winning / game-tying drive. There's Jake Matthews' weekly holding penalty. And let's try a run again. First, let's try to get out of the shadow of our own goalpost. 33 rushing yards for Tyrell Algier. Not going to get him star development. And we reached the 2-minute warning. So, we'll start off with a run on second and really long. Why are we stuck in our own offensive lineman? 3rd and 27. Let's go verticals on 3rd and a mile. Kyle Pitts not able to get it. So now what do I do here? Do I punt it? But we can't give up a first down. They want us to go for it. I'd like the verticals where we can just... like we just had. It's going to be... what is it going to be? Standard pass? Shotgun pass. And also our play art looks really bad, so... we need this so bad. And we don't get sacked. Now we do. David Ajabo, the rookie out of Michigan, gets the sack. And now, if we can somehow get a stop here, so we don't go down by 10, that would be huge, but I doubt that'll happen. If we do that, it might. But we just... I don't know if there's... They might just be able to keep running the ball, and we'll eventually run out of timeouts. I think they might need a first down, though. Stop him, stop him, stop him. Alright, don't stop him. I mean, we let them score, so now there's still time remaining. And at the very least, we can just keep running the ball and get Tyler Algier star development. But that's probably not going to happen either, because there's only 1 minute and 18 seconds to go. Oh no, that's probably a pick. Yes, it is. Alright, this game went from being winnable to not anymore. They're just going to take a knee, and Tyler Algier will not be able to get to star development. There's our final timeout. And yeah, we're not going to be able to stop them. They're just going to be able to take a knee here, and then that'll be the game. So, final score 20-7. They snapped the ball and just ran up the score at the end. I wanted them to snap the ball a little sooner, so maybe we'd have a chance to break off one big last run with Tyler Algier. Player stats for both sides. Starting with the Ravens, Lamar Jackson, 10 of 13 for 108 yards, 2 picks. Rushing, Gus Edwards, we had no answer for, even though he only averaged 3.7 yards a carry. It just seemed like we could not tackle the guy. 13 carries, 49 yards, and a touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 8 for 39 and a touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 6 for 24. And Tyler Batty, 2 for 0. Receiving, Mark Andrews, 4 for 32. Rashad Bateman, 1 for 30. Devin Duvernay, 2 for 16. Gus Edwards, 1 for 13. J.K. Dobbins, 1 for 12. Donovan Peoples-Jones, 1 for 5. Passing for us, Desmond Ridder, 6 of 15. Horrible numbers there. For 82 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. Rushing, Algier, 18 of 31. For 31, sorry. Ridder, 2 for 19. Cordell Patterson, 1 for 2. Receiving, Kyle Pitts, 2 for 28 and a touchdown. Brian Edwards, 1 for 16. Drake London, 1 for 16. Auden Tate, 1 for 9. Oladum Ezekias, 1 for 13. Alright, so we weren't able to get the win, obviously, or get Tyler Algier some star development. But we do have some key players to upgrade, such as Desmond Ridder and Brian Edwards. We'll also upgrade the others as well. But starting off with ratings, I think I'm going to go... Let's go with a... let's see. He's not a physical wide receiver. But let's go deep threat for Brian Edwards. Deep threat upgrade, +3 deep route running, +1 release, +1 awareness. Mike Ford saw some more playing time last week because of the injury to Isaiah Oliver. And we'll go slot for him. And he gets +2 awareness, +1 man, +1 press, +1 speed, +1 tackle. Desmond Ridder, we will go improviser, I guess. I don't really think he's our franchise quarterback. And he gets +3 throw under pressure. And throw under pressure must already be pretty good. It is... Let's see, where is it? Throw under pressure. Why can I not find it? Did I pass it up already? Oh yeah, throw under pressure is only 78. I thought it was a little bit better. D'Angelo Malone will also upgrade. And we'll go speed rusher for him. Get him better at what he's good at. +2 finesse moves, +1 strength and zone. And fullback Keith Smith is our final upgrade. Go blocker, because we will never throw the ball to him. Or not never, but almost never. +1 awareness, impact blocking, pass block power, run block power, and trucking. +2 lead block. Breakout player, that's going to be Algier. He gave a good effort out there, coach, but after today's game, I'm not sure Tyler Algier has what it takes to carry an offense. So, we don't need an elite running back. I feel like he'll get better. He probably could be our franchise guy at running back. But, I mean, you don't need a superstar running back. Here we are. Coach, anytime you face many turnovers, you force that many turnovers, you expect to come up with the win. What went wrong in today's game? It's a team game. You can do a lot of things right, but the things that you do wrong can erase it all, and that was our mistake that outweighed theirs today, and we lost. Turnover party. All linebackers will have +5 hit power for next game. That's going to be nice. Playing spoiler. Not able to do it, but we still have the next few weeks to do it. Assistant GM. Would have been nice to pull off the upset today. Nobody expected us to win that game anyway. Keep fighting, and we'll get this thing turned around. Oh, I accidentally just skipped what the coach said. Sorry about that. As we advance next week against the Cardinals, which will obviously be next episode of Falcons franchise. But, we reach next... that's all. We have playing spoiler again, hot opponent. So that'll be next episode of Falcons franchise. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know, should I draft Will Donaldson, should I not? How can I improve this team? How can I improve my playing? Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Check out my main channel, Super Sports Central. Link in the description of this video, and I will see you in the next video.